Hey cherubs, Lulu here, jumping in to do you guys a daily. Let's just see. As always, we ask that the messages that come through be from the highest light and for the highest good of all those who are connecting. I like the first card that's flipped out, and also when I split the deck, the second card. So the first card we've got is the Nine of Swords in reverse. So that's kind of cool because I feel like for maybe a lot of you connecting with this, you're somehow moving out of any anxiety that you've had, and you want to carry that energy moving forward. So that does show that you have been doing the work, the self-work, you know, working on your own stuff, checking in with your own thought processes, sort of like being the overseer. And because of this, it's sort of helping you to move forward here with the Page of Pentacles. So moving forward, less stressed and with less anxiety. So that's kind of cool. The next card there is also the Six of Swords. Yeah, again, it's like moving on. And it feels like, you know, that you've learnt lessons. And that's what you're moving forward with, what you've learnt over this time. So, yeah, let's just see what else wants to come through. You can support my work by liking, sharing, leaving a comment, subscribing, and also if you wish to ever give me a donation, that's gratefully received. Even better if you book a reading or a healing session. That's the best way you can support my work, and yeah, it's much appreciated. Let's see what else comes through. So you've got the Alchemy of the Two of Swords in reverse, and then also the Magician card. Yeah, you can just see them. So I feels like there is a decision being made, like you've chosen a path which could actually be what's relieving previous worries, anxieties, or fear, because you've sort of seen something about the path forward uncovered to you. It could also be that you realize you have more than one choice, which is kind of cool too. Here you've got the Magician energy, so it's like you can make things work either way, right? So let's just see. I am getting something about nurturing yourself there as well with the Magician energy, like protecting energy, protecting your own magic. I'm talking about good magic, not ever about any kind of dark stuff, okay? We've got the Nine of Cups there. Yeah, so it's you know, that's what I mean. It's like channeling a lot of energy and protective energy around creating a beautiful life, okay? So when we're creating a beautiful life, it always comes from a heart space and a good intention. Nothing bad there, you know, no bad energy there. Let's see what else. So yeah, you're mindful of the environment that you're in, the environment that you're creating, and you could be making adjustments towards moving to the Ten of Cups. Now, also what I'm getting is because, you know, Nine of Cups is when you get to that place where you're like happy with your own life and happy with yourself, but there's still something else that could come to increase your fulfillment, which is the Ten of Cups, which is happiness, you know, full contentment, happiness, love, prosperity, all that jazz. So I feel like that's why the Magician is in front of that as well, because you could be manifesting the 10th cup, so to speak. So feel into what that might be in your life. I kind of feel like it could be, well, no, I'm not even going to say. Just feel into it, what it is for you. All right, because that's why I said protect the magic, your magic, because sometimes if we speak our manifestations out loud, someone can plant a seed of doubt in it, and that's not what we want. That's not helpful. So okay, let's see, we've got some cards flipped out. Let's see what this story is. Actually, I'm not sure if I should keep this or not, because I will just see. So we've got the Alchemy of Queen of Cups. We've got Justice in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, Ace of Swords in reverse, and then the Sun in reverse. Let's see what this is about. With the Queen of Cups there upright and the Justice in reverse, it feels like you, through nurturing energy, this could be to do with self-love, are trying to balance out something that was unbalanced in your life, unfair or unjust. You may be trying to rectify that situation just via your own self-care practices and self-love. That can be a form of justice in itself. And I feel like that ties in with the Six of Swords energy as well, because that could have been one of the lessons that you learned moving forward, is about better self-care, looking after your own needs. And that would also make sense as why the Nine of Cups was upright as well. Here you've got the Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. I feel like you could be finished with something but then realigning with something at the same time. So there could be a cycle done with the Ten of Pentacles. You've put as much work and effort into something that you could, and now it could be about building or aligning with something new with the Lovers energy there. But you've got the Ace of Swords in reverse and also the Sun in reverse. I'm going to see what these two are about because I'm not quite sure. Why is the Ace of Swords and the Sun in reverse? It could be to do with like a truth needing to be illuminated. Like there is a truth being hidden in the dark here, and that could be to do with the Lovers as well. This could also be to do with a divine connection, the end of one cycle, an old cycle, and then the beginning of a new. But there is a truth that needs to be brought to the light. Needs to be brought to the light. So what else around this? Oh my gosh, the cards are just like slipping out of my hands. But that could also be... Oh, sorry, I'm laughing because it was just like, oh, that's slipping out of my hands. The cards aren't coming together. Look, the thing about that is that you may feel that there's a connection, a lover's connection here, or divine counterpart connection, soulmate, whatever. That you may feel like that slipped out of your hands, or you had no control over that situation coming together. That could be where the Ten of Pentacles energy is coming in as well. It's like, well, you've put everything you could into that, into the material world, and it hadn't, I don't know, I was going to say hadn't manifested, but Ten of Pentacles is like, yes, something did manifest. Alchemy of the Knight of Wands. Alchemy of the Knight of Wands, and then the Alchemy of the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we've also got the Wheel of Fortune here, the Alchemy of the King of Cups. I'll tell you this story in a minute. Knight of Swords in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Page of Wands. I feel like there is going to be movement at some point with this moving forward. There is going to be a new cycle. The wheel turns, Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups. So this is someone that has... the King of Cups energy, and this could be why it's taking a while, because if this is, this has to do with masculine energy, I feel. So the divine masculine energy, because you've got the Sun in reverse, okay? So there's a truth that the masculine needs to see and feel. King of Cups, they need to experience their own emotions and their own feelings and see the truth of that. Feel the truth of that, and to their core, you know, so that this sun can turn upright and they can stand in their truth, the truth of how they feel. Okay, so that could be what's going on with the divine masculine. Once that does happen, once that process has happened, then that's when that Wheel of Fortune, that moves forward. So this could link in with twin flame energy, stuff like that as well. So... Yeah, you've got the Fool in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So it does take time for this process to happen, because they have to look backwards. They have to go into that review energy and see what needs alchemizing there with the Magician energy. Okay, so that's what's going on there. All right. So let's see what else. Let me grab some other cards. So yeah, that's just indicating, one, that you're doing okay, moved out of anxiety, which is kind of cool, but there is work for the divine masculine to do, and So that the divine masculine energy could be in a female or a male, right? Because we've obviously both got both energies within us, and sometimes we need to balance that out. So just feel into that, what it is for you. But let's just see what else. Okay, so we got we got the card building your world, creation, expansion, and networking. Now that one was in reverse, so I feel like there could be some that are quite closed off in their energy at the moment, isolating, because they're trying to work through getting to their feelings, or they could even be avoiding their feelings and not even at that point yet, right? They could be avoiding that. So avoiding kind of means, well, how are you expanding if you're avoiding? How are you networking if you're avoiding? How are you creating if you're avoiding? This is a number 33. So yeah, just... Then we have sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, prayer. So I feel like this one is also connected to the Six of Swords, the Magician, the energy that this reading started off with, because it's just getting to that place and space where you're really leaning into trusting the process of life. This is a number 50, so I feel like it does link in with the higher dimensions and the fifth dimension, things like that. So obviously, when we are in sacred gratitude, our frequency is much higher, okay? And that's a good place to be. Then we've got deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. And then we've got touching earth, planting something new. So again, it's a new cycle beginning. That links in with the Ten of Pentacles. And also here, the Page of Wands, like moving forward with something new in the physical, okay? Touching earth, planting something new seeds. We get to this place by being real about our emotions, not suppressing them anymore, not ignoring them, not pushing them away, not accepting them, but more allowing at our own pace when it feels safe to, of course, to feel those feelings and what they mean for you. What are they speaking to you? That's a number 15, so that's magician energy. This is number 12, so that's like, well, yeah, heaven to earth, right? Heaven to earth. And how are we creating our heaven here on earth? Okay, so part of how we create heaven here on earth is by clearing past wounds, okay? So past life influences. And to clear past wounds, we have to be able to go to our deep emotions and understand what they are, what they are about, where they came from, so that we can tend to them and release them. On the bottom, you had the card of soul radiance, Phoenix rising. All right, so that, you know, many of you could have been experiencing dark night of the soul energy. You could have gone through that, either going through that now, or you know, over the past whenever, a couple of years, whatever. But you had on the bottom here alchemy of the Ace of Wands, and then when I split the deck, you've got the Six of Cups as well. So there is something here about a connection that you feel very passionate about, and very nostalgic. There's something that ties this connection together. Interesting enough too, there could be a shift in this connection, because the next two cards you've got is the Hanged Man in reverse, and then also the Eight of Wands. So there could be something, I feel like your perspective has changed on this situation, because your perspective has changed. It has probably allowed, or possibly allowed, the freeing up of energy on some form. And then that way, Eight of Wands, a communication about change might come forward. Yeah, there is the energy here again of review. I'm still working from the middle of the deck, right? Going to the center and then working outwards. That's what we're doing right now. So you've got the Seven of Pentacles, that review energy, and then you've got the Five of Wands in reverse. So when we go to the depths of our emotions and to sort of take, you know, be okay with our feelings and the depths of them, and then how to work with them as well, then we can come out of a lot of conflict or struggle in the material world. You've got the Chariot in reverse there, and then also the Four of Pentacles. So again, with the Chariot in reverse there, it's like it looks like there is something from the past here that you haven't let go of, you haven't released. So just check in, is there anything there that you do need to let go of that's part of your process? Because if you are connecting with this, everyone would be in different stages of their healing. Yeah, anyway, so I did get the Three of Cups in reverse. I don't know where it's, oh, there it is. I got the Three of Cups and then the Alchemy of the Empress. Now the Three of Cups was in reverse, so it's like it's like bringing the parts of you home, like whatever that means. Take that however you want to take it. But yeah, with this in reverse, it's like there is still, for some of you, a part that feels disconnected. So this could indicate a working on emotions, because Cups is feelings, right? So what is the part that you're disconnecting from, that you're not owning, that you're not integrating, that you're not embracing? Okay, so there could be a part of you that, it could be a shadow as well, like, but whatever this is, that disconnect can impact how you create. It could be also too, like, just check in with yourself around your, okay, so it's either like, it could be like, are you accepting fully your divine feminine and your divine masculine energy within, or are you pushing something away or disconnecting from a feminine or masculine energy in your life that is somehow tied in with your healing? Okay, that's what I'm getting with that anyway. So let's just see. I guess this is kind of a love reading. Could be for divine counterparts, soulmates, karmic connections, and twin flames, right? If you don't resonate, it's not your reading. You've got financial discipline there, synchronicity, patience in reverse, new beginnings, and health. There's a lot of orange here, so I would pay attention to your physical health. Think about what new beginning, okay, be patient with a new beginning, okay, because that can be part of the challenge. It's showing that there's a lot of impatience energy here coming from someone. So it's just try and breathe, just breathe, okay, because trust in the new beginning. Notice the synchronicities, and the synchronicities are always showing us so much, and sometimes we can see the synchronicities and question why, like why. But yeah, with the financial discipline one, I don't know what that's about. Okay, I looked on the bottom, you've got nature. So I feel like the financial discipline, like sometimes people could be like an addiction. Like some people use retail therapy or shopping to make themselves feel better or cover up feelings, even like it can be a negative coping mechanism. Try as a new beginning to cut out any negative or harmful addictions, right, or coping mechanisms. Try to be in nature as a new beginning to support your health, and it'll also help you to notice synchronicities, and then also it will help you to calm down a little bit, get into the rhythm of nature, because that's you are nature. Okay, so the false world that's been created is very unharmonious to our nature, and so that's why we can find a lot of peace, we can find a lot of connection by being in nature. That's where I am now. Well, I'm in my car, but if I opened the door and stepped out, I would be in nature. So it's really beautiful and very peaceful. I split the deck here, and you got the card of forgiveness in reverse. So I would say with that, just do a check-in. Are you holding on to any unforgiveness? It's interesting there because the love partnership card was there in reverse. Manifestation in reverse, self-love in reverse, and then yeah, we got domestic harmony there, but let's just look at these ones, right? So if you're holding on to unforgiveness, think about how that affects the other person. You know, if this was a love partnership and you're holding on to unforgiveness, think about what it is that you're manifesting or not manifesting via that energy. There's 2 8s here, 88. So this is a very strong connection. But also think about how the energy of unforgiveness affects you, your body. Like I said about with all this orange here, it speaks to me about body and body care. Also trauma, how the trauma impacts the physical body in many ways, right? So when we hold on to the energy of unforgiveness, it's self-loving to forgive, right? A lot of people get very caught up on the whole forgiveness thing, and it can be triggering for people. But at the end of the day, letting go and releasing any energy that is anger, right? Because anger is not a bad thing, but if you hold on to it and hold on to it and hold on to it and don't release it or don't channel it in a productive way that's for transformation, then, you know, you can harm yourself. It's a form of self-harm, right? That's what I'm saying. So let's see. I'm going to finish up this reading. If you want to book a personal reading, then please reach out. I will put how to in the description below. And then after this reading, I think I'm going to jump in and do the bonus reading for the sign of Libra, because they show me the most love in the sun signs. So the most love, by that I mean they show me likes, right? So whichever sign gives the most likes, that's who gets the bonus reading. So here we've got divination. I am so drained. The trigger statement is, the trigger statement is I am so drained. The true statement is I am shielded. You are finding balance as you see what resonates and what does not. With clear sight, you are safe and protected. So that's Yarrow Pom. Yeah. So this card kind of ties back to the start where we were talking about self-love, self-care, because that's how you give back, and then your energy is not going to be drained because you give to yourself. You know, you're not running yourself down to the ground by giving too much away. Then your next card is discern. The trigger statement there is it is not my fault. And the true statement is I take full responsibility. Shift into your body and listen. Release the emotions you have been storing and move forward. Okay, so that ties in with deep emotions and also forgiveness. It's okay to see the truth of the matter. It's okay to take responsibility and accountability for what's yours, okay? And move through it. It's not like you have to hold on to it and feel guilty or anything like that. So the next card is comfort. The trigger statement is people cannot be trusted. This is marjoram. The true statement is I trust my heart. Your big, beautiful heart is ready to open. Trust that you will be able to discern who is best to walk with you. That's beautiful. All right, I'm just going to leave it with this card here. I split the deck and you've got the card of conviction, spearmint. So the trigger statement there is no one listens to me. And the true statement is my voice is heard. Stand strong and communicate your message. The world is ready to receive what you have to share. All right, I'm not going to leave it with that one, of course. That's what I always do. But anyway, you've got opportunity. I feel like this one definitely ties on from that one, because it's like, you know, the true statement there was my voice is heard, and then here it's got I doubt it. So when I said that, it's like some of you are like, you don't believe that. So what I would say with that is that if you haven't yet spoken your truth to someone, or if you feel unheard about things that have hurt you in the past, you know, we were talking about deep emotions before and healing, you know, practice speaking your truth with someone that you trust, with someone that you know that can hold space and just listen and just be there with you while you speak your truth. And they're just going to be there, right? And hear you and hopefully validate that it's okay that you feel whatever it is that you feel, and that you would feel heard by just speaking your truth in their presence. All right, because then that's going to change this trigger here about doubting. Yeah, so the true statement is there is hope. With fresh eyes, see the potential within this situation. So there's an opportunity for you to practice speaking your truth if that's a big thing for you. And you'll know if it's a big thing for you or not, because you would have been suppressing your truth for a long time, so much so that your throat chakra will be feeling it when you go to speak your truth. Okay, you will feel an intense energy in your throat chakra area. Okay. All right, so I'll leave that there and we'll just do some astro dice, and that will wrap up this reading. I hope this helped in some way. I like the new beginnings, touching earth, planting something new. That feels like a great energy for us to be in. All right, so let's see. Okay, you've got 12th house. Oh, that one doesn't want to stay on the board. Maybe some of you feel like running away, I don't know, doing something new, taking a new journey, because you've got Sagittarius as well. So some of you may be feeling like quite lost with things, 12th house, and maybe wanting to move on to a new direction, whether that's physical travel. It could be also a spiritual travel, what am I saying? A spiritual journey, like learning something new as well. Here you've got Mercury, communication. Wow. So it also could be moving forward with communicating your truth. And also your deep emotions. Like that could be part of the spiritual path that you're moving forward with. So Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. Gemini, the one and the one coming together. So this could be speaking a truth about your deepest feelings. Something that you've been lost in for a while, but you may realize that the next part of your spiritual journey involves you. Like this is to do with your ascension process. It involves you communicating your truth about the depths below, right? Okay, guys, I hope that helped, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.